New revelations came out this week about the Brett Kavanaugh confirmation for the U.S. Supreme Court several years ago, and of course his unforgettable testimony to the Senate where he multiple different times proclaimed his love of beer. "I like beer," he tearfully shouted during that Senate confirmation, sparking all kinds of memes and Saturday Night Live parodies and other comedians mocking this forever, basically. But it was at that point when he, again, tearfully, tears in his eyes, screamed, "I like beer," in the Senate during his Supreme Court confirmation, that according to new reports, Donald Trump, while aboard Air Force One, was so sickened by this that he actually considered pulling Brett Kavanaugh's nomination. Just saying, screw it. This guy is obviously not well. Maybe he's got a drinking problem. I don't want him to be associated with me. That is according to the people who were aboard Air Force One. One of them happens to be Mark Meadows, who at the time was a member of Congress. So, why didn't he? I mean, after all, Trump has always said he's a straight-laced guy. Doesn't drink to excess, doesn't do drugs, doesn't smoke, doesn't do any of the fun stuff out there. So, why didn't he pull the confirmation? Obviously, this guy's the polar opposite of you. Well, the reason is simple, and Meadows, of course, doesn't get into this because he's a coward. The reason Donald Trump didn't pull that Brett Kavanaugh confirmation is because to do so would be to admit that you made a mistake, that you picked the wrong guy, that you didn't do your job as well as you should have. And as we all know, Donald Trump's ego will never allow him to make any kind of decision that could give people the impression that he didn't do something correctly. And it is because of that. It is because of that ego that we've got this beer-swilling, assault accused individual sitting on the United States Supreme Court for the rest of his damn life. All because of Trump's ego. Now, don't get me wrong. Had he pulled Kavanaugh's nomination, he would have picked somebody just as horrible. We would have ended up with another individual who has all these hardcore right-wing beliefs, wants to destroy Roe versus Wade, wants to destroy consumer protections, wants to destroy everything that we've built over the last 200 years. So it's not like the Supreme Court would have been better. But maybe it would have been somebody that wasn't accused of rape. Maybe it wouldn't have been somebody who started crying and screamed they loved beer. Maybe it would have been just a normal, evil, conservative judge. Who knows? Because Donald Trump's ego wouldn't even let us get to that point.